Welcome everyone, this is Danielle, the Blissful Oracle. I'm super stoked if you join me today. Today I am doing kind of a vlog style video and kind of a vlog because this is I'm filming this at the end of February. It has been my first month with the WildWood, and I wanted to share with you guys my journal, some of the things that I prepared for my journal for the next few months, and decks that I've pulled, some books that I've pulled out of my collection, and just kind of tell you guys how I'm going to be working with shamanistic Celtic energy over the next few months, if it will. Hello, more bloopers. My daughter brought me a box. She was doing a drive-by. So I have been doing some of the journaling here. I got some notes here to kind of transfer into my permanent journal. So I've done a lot of preparation. For instance, my grandkids and I, we made candles, braided a Bridget's cross. We did all those things, right? So I thought, oh, this is perfect because now I have some candles to burn during my time with the deck. And I've got my whole little section set up here for to make it easy for me to grab and go. And so I just want to share with you guys today. So if any of that sounds interesting, then stick around. All right, like I said, I'm now just working on putting my journal together. So this is my current workspace, and then you can see where I'll be filming. My work cart right now, it's pretty empty. I just cleaned it because I'm working on that. But I have a couch over here, and again, full disclosure, I need to clean off the couch, and I like to change out my pillows too. So I have different pillow covers, so I like to change those out every month as well. I did pull a couple of my I pulled a couple of the books that I had in my life. This is my books right here. Right now I have a heater right here as well because it's a little cool in this room. But I have great lighting. Look, I don't know if you can see. Oh yeah, there he is. He comes and visits me every morning. This is kind of nice because if I just want to throw the decks in there and close this up, if, you know, I have an overnight guest, like my grandson, he likes to spend Friday night because we get up early on Saturday and go run together with him, hubby and I. Anyway, all of my decks that I've kind of chosen to work with are sitting right here. And then I have all of the guidebooks out here in order, in some sort of order, if you will. But I pulled all of my Worthington decks. That's the artist of the WildWood Tarot, and a few of my John Matthews decks. This one came out a few years back, the Green World Oracle. It has some reference information it has information there I want to reference. And then this, I actually bought this and did not realize that it, well, I guess I did. I mail ordered it hoping the cards were going to come in it for the price that I paid, and they did not. But that's okay because I have been actually using this book. It's the Voice of Trees Companion by Mickey Mueller. Fun fact, I went, about the time I got this, I found Mickey Mueller's channel, and she had secured the last 100 decks from Llewellyn and is coming out with a limited edition package, if you will. So I was lucky enough to jump on that because based on the information that's in this book, I definitely, I've got a little page marker there. I definitely want to work with her deck. It's got some good reviews on it, so I'm looking forward to adding that into my regiment right here. All right, so that's it. Let me flip the camera back around. I thought what I would do is basically share with you a couple, two journals. So the first journal that I'm going to share with you guys is this one right here. I bought it off of Amazon, and it came in this beautiful box with... It came with stickers, little clip, little ruler, calendar for 2023. Oh, there's some more stickers and so stuff that I'm not going to be using specifically for this project, but here it is. Again, I put a little note when I was doing my journal stack, or my notebook stack, if you will. I kind of was labeling everything what I wanted to use it for. I thought the arrow was perfect because the very first section, first energy, I should say, that we're working with in the Year in the Wildwood book is with arrows. So I thought this was perfect. And then I have another one picked out. If I need a second one, this company also has a beautiful golden fall color, and it has an oak leaf on it. So it does come with a pin loop and a band. It's very nice cardstock. So far I'm liking the cardstock. I'm just going to show you right here. I've made this to put on my title page. And when I flip the camera, I'll share a little bit more about what I'm doing with this. But in addition to that, I was going back and forth. Do I want to include the Druid plants and trees and animals in this particular book? And what I would do is just put it in my regular notebook. So this one I do just all sorts of things. I'm also part of Jessica and the Moon, part of her goddess group, I should say, paid group here on YouTube. We went through and we set up all of our pages for those studies. I want to work with some of these other Celtic shamanistic decks, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and put it in this notebook right here. So I'll share that. I've kind of laid it out. Again, I've kind of had to take the month to get my head around this. Now, that's not to say that I haven't done the journal work. It's not to say that I haven't done the work, because I usually keep these little traveler notebooks somewhere. Basically, I've taken this out and about along with my deck, and I've done some of the journal work already. I'm just going to transfer that into my pretty journal. And while we're on that note of traveling around, one of the things that I like to do is upcycle, reuse, repurpose. This is a Ipsy bag. It's one of those makeup subscription programs, and I've actually been able to go online and purchase a lot of these secondhand very inexpensively. Now, some of them just scream makeup, but this one doesn't scream makeup. And again, I like the repurpose portion of it. And I know this isn't a Llewellyn deck, this is a Sterling deck. However, they're about the same size. I can get the book and my deck in here, and honestly, my journal in here. Let's see if I can get my deck. Get my journal. I can get this all in here in case I want to go outside or travel. Look at that. It's perfect. It's a perfect size. Now, I don't remember what this is a big bag, and then they have a smaller bag. The smaller bags I use as well. And again, when I'm using a deck and I want to keep it on my desk, I put the box away and I have it on my desk in a bag of some sort. And I usually have some sort of stones all over them. So depending on what deck I'm working with, but just sharing a little hack with you. I shouldn't say a hack. What is that? Sharing some of my thriftiness, and I don't even want to call it thriftiness, because for me, it's more about the fact that I've repurposed a bag and that it didn't end up in a landfill. Ipsy bags are amazing. If I'm going to go upstairs or something, I will slip it in there. I actually have a travel basket as well. So if I don't want to sit in this room for some reason, maybe I'm not feeling well, or there's some other reason, I have a little basket, a little tote that I will put all of my supplies in. Like if I wanted to go journal upstairs at the dining room table, then I would gather all that into a little basket and take it upstairs. And sometimes it'll stay upstairs for a couple days. And again, I may not come down here for some odd reason. Anywho, okay, now I think that's all I have to share while you're looking at my pretty face here. I'm here to remind you guys, you don't have to be like Johnny on the spot In other words, if you needed to take some time to think about how you wanted your journal lined up, and again, like I have in my journal a few pages that I haven't cleaned out or I have not claimed yet. For instance, I've got my vision board here, but then on the very next page, I have vision board complete, and then I have a section here for new moon, January 21st. So I have to go back and finish. I'm out and about, and this happens to be in my travel journal, and I'm at the park, and I have something that I want to write down. I write it in here. So this is just kind of an ongoing, everyday journal, and that way I can just kind of transfer over. But I do want to say it's okay to label your pages and leave them blank if you need to move forward. You don't have to have this regiment of I'm not going to move forward till I get this page done. I learned that a long time ago when I was scrapbooking. It's been a long time since I've actually done a physical scrapbook. I used to go on retreats with my mother-in-law. Now I do memory keeping. So it's in a happy planner. You know, my daughters, no doubt, every day send me a picture of something happening with my grandkids, and I just print it out and I put it in there, and then I'll go back and decorate and journal. What I'm going to do is go ahead and flip my camera. I'm going to put it on my stand here, and then I'm just going to show you kind of how I've been starting to put this together. Because this was actually the inspiration for me to do this vlog video, and that was before I started laying stuff down. I wanted to share with you guys how I prepared myself actually for the next month, at least until Ostra. I scanned in all of the cards that I'm working with, all of the, so this is from the Green Man Oracle, this is from the Druid Animal Oracle, and this is from the Druid Plant Oracle. So again, I decided that I'm going to add these into my journal over here. So I scanned those cards in, and then I've done all of the arrows, and I also did deck interview. Now, let me just share with you the journal real quick again. It has this beautiful arrow. It's this nice green, and I've already gotten a few little smudges on it. It is an A5 dotted journal. It's 160 GSM, 160 pages, and it has the curved pages, 160 pages, and then the curved edges. And there's the manufacturer. I actually made a little placard to put there. And I don't like this page when it sticks together, so I usually just don't even use that, use that page as a title page. This is some art, and I'll link it down below. This is some art I downloaded from Etsy. I've actually downloaded a couple other artists and made them into stickers, and I'll share with that here in a few minutes. I'm going to do a sped up version of this at the end of me just gluing everything down, but this is my title page. And going along with what I had shared earlier, that you should don't feel like you can't mark your pages or map out your journal, because this is getting myself set up and prepared for sitting down with my deck, with the WildWood, and being able to do the work and not worried about, you know, I want to scan that card in, or I got to do that, or I want to make this title, if you will. And again, I shared with you that I was wondering whether I should put you know, working with the Druid plant and the Druid animal, whether I was going to put that in this journal, and I definitely am. So I've got that prepared that way that I'll just have the pages going. There's some prompts in the back of the Year of the WildWood book, some additional prompts. Pulled a card and done the journal work. I just need to now add it into the book. So again, this is what the stickers look like done. I've just basically taken a full-size sticker sheet of paper. Again, I'll give you the link down below. And I went on to Canva, and I scanned in however many cards at a time on my scanner. Basically balanced some of the colors, and it came out really nice. So it took me a couple times to find my settings, I'll be honest. Again, I'll link the printer that I used. It was actually just acquired because my in-laws have moved into a senior living facility, and they didn't need their fancy Canon scanner anymore. Danielle was lucky enough to grab that, and actually it came right in the perfect time because I was renting a printer and it's going back to the manufacturer. Basically laid out everything on there. I'll put a screenshot somewhere on here of the Canva, how I kind of laid it out, and I also laid out these words. I went downstairs to my washi stack, and I've gathered the washi that I want to use for this particular very large washi collection. In fact, it's very... My husband actually found a roll of washi tape in the bed when he went to strip the sheets for me to wash. I don't know how that happened, but yes, I have a washi obsession. So I went ahead and I pulled a few different washi tapes to use, and I'll just keep this, you know, again, just for this specific purpose. And then I've also chosen a couple of different pens that I'll probably be using. So all of my supplies I'm happy to link for you guys. Got my corner round punch here and some very, very sharp scissors. I like the Teflon scissors because they don't stick and I don't have to clean them as often. Let me just show you how I have prepared these and how I've gotten the nice rounded corners. And it's pretty simple. Again, I scanned all these in, adjusted the color, printed them out on full-size sticker paper, cut them down to size. So I just use this small Creative Memories, which I've had this for years. I've probably had this for 15, 20 years. And I like this one, and I have a couple other ones around my house, but this one's nice for this size right here, and I don't have to have this huge cutter on my desk. So I cut them down to the size, and then I am using the small corner rounder here on this guy. And I probably said this a million times, but I will have linked this below. And there, now I have a perfect card, perfect mini version for my personal use to add into my pages. To show you guys, here is the actual WildWood Tarot card. And then here is my scanned version, again, that I've put on sticker paper. I've done the quarter round. Just thought I'd share with you again. This is what the page looks like with all of the cards. Then here is a page of stickers. Just these on Etsy. Ran them off on a full page. This is actually, I was out of full page, so I ended up using what I use for labels, mailing labels. But you can see I measured it out so that I would have enough room to cut. And of course, obviously, I can make these bigger or smaller through Canva, but I just decided to kind of stick to the same size that came up, and that way I can just add them in my journal as I see fit. Alrighty, y'all, that's all I got for you today. This is my very first vlog, my very first month working with the WildWood Tarot, and specifically with the Year in the WildWood Tarot book. I plan on doing one of these vlogs at the end of each month, sharing with you what I've learned, what I've gathered, what I've done in my journal. So if any of that sounds intriguing, then please consider subscribing to the channel. I'm always super honored if you have watched my video from beginning to end. And I thank you. Have a beautiful day, and hang out just for another minute or so because I have a quick little run through of me putting together my journal. All right, bye-bye, y'all.